Welcome to another episode of the 15 Minute a Day Cure. Today's topic, 6 tips to help working moms achieve their goals. Hi, I'm Margo, Statin of Be Good to Yourself by Margo.com, and welcome to my channel. Here, I teach you simple strategies to improve your quality of life. If you're new here, wonderful to have you. I release brand new videos every Wednesday. So, working moms, right? I mean, I'm a working mom. I'm also a single mom. So single working mom doesn't really lend itself to having enough time for me and my goals and, what I want to achieve, because the priorities are always, the job and being a mom. Or so I thought, right? As working moms, we still have the ability to set and achieve goals. Okay? It's true. It can happen. You do need a good time management system for that. But at the same time, a lot of us moms, we experience mommy guilt, right? We are not spending enough time with our little ones, and any chance we get, we prioritize our kids and our family instead of ourselves. And maybe, you have a goal. So maybe, for example, you want to write a book, or you want to start your own business, or you want to do something creative or work on a project, or hell, even, go out one night and have brunch with your girlfriends. But we tend to prioritize everyone else, and specifically our children, because of the mommy guilt, right? Because of the time that we spend away from them, because we feel like we are not doing enough, right? We're not good enough as moms, and we're not present enough. Because of that and sort of other life responsibilities and home life, we tend to put ourselves and our goals on the back burner. And it doesn't have to be that way. And you don't have to do anything insane or intense that's going to throw your entire day-to-day, for a loop. There are really 6 basic tips that you can start doing today, and you're going to be able to achieve your own goals, right? There are goals for us as parents. There are goals for us as professional working women, and then there are personal goals, and you can actually achieve all of them. So number 1, I alluded to mommy guilt. You need to change your mindset, right? It's quality, not quantity. So if you're choosing, or if you've been put in a situation where you have to be a working mom, get rid of the mommy guilt mindset, right? Dedicate quality time to your children when you're around them. Play with them, help them do their homework. Again, invest quality. It's not so much about quantity. Not only that, look, I'll be the first one to admit, I am not the type of woman that could be a mom 24/7. I just can't. But when I'm working and then I come home and I see my little one, I miss her so much more. I find the moments that I'm spending with her so much more precious, and there's so much value to it. But at the same time, I also don't, I didn't really want to give up on my own personal goals and my own professional goals. I wanted to figure out a way I can kind of do it all. And that's what essentially I've been doing. And the only way that started to happen is when I got rid of my mommy guilt. And one of the ways that, and it still creeps up on me once in a while when I'm stuck working on a project or whatnot. And one of the ways that I was able to do that is through journaling. It's getting my thoughts out on paper and then rereading them the following day to see if there was any value to them, if they were rational, right? Or was it just kind of an anxious, irrational feeling? I also wrote down the things that I am doing with my daughter, right? And what are her thoughts about my presence in her life? So all of that kind of helped me get over the mommy guilt. So number 1 is change your mindset. You're not going to be able to work on you and on your goals if in the back of your head there's that little voice that's like, well, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Instead, you should be spending time with your children. So it does take time, and I personally believe that journaling does help. But I think that you're probably being very hard on yourself, and you're probably a wonderful mom. And again, that should kind of alleviating that mommy guilt. You can balance both worlds. Number 2, if you're new to goal setting as it relates to you, right? Start small. If you're new to the goal setting game for personal development or what you want to achieve, don't select the big goal, right? Start small. Pick a small goal. Maybe there's a hobby that you wanted to take up. Maybe your goal is to practice more self-care, in which case you will probably select just one self-care practice, right? Don't select 5, 10. And I have videos about self-care. I'll leave links down in the description. But pick one goal, keep it very simple and small, and start there. Could be exercising, maybe 2 to 3 days a week. It could be meal prep in advance. It could be working on your time management system a little bit. Hell, you know what? It could even be something like finishing a book that you've been dying to read, right? Set small goals for yourself. Try to incorporate them into your already existing routine. So what that means is you evaluate your Monday through Sunday and you try to identify a time where you can fit that small goal in. So start small. Number 3, be specific and realistic. So if your goal is to, eat healthier, well, how are you going to do that? Right? So what is every day going to look like? What are you cooking specifically? I would actually even go as far as writing down meals. So when we're talking about, I have women that tell me, I want us to be a healthier household. And that's wonderful, right? That's admirable. How are we going to make that happen? What are going to be the new meals that you're cooking? What do we mean by eating healthier? Are you guys going to eliminate, maybe sugar drinks and too many sweets, and chips? What is your meal prep going to look like? Where are you going to buy it? When are you going to buy it, right? So it's not good enough, and it actually becomes very overwhelming when you just randomly throw out a goal, but you have no steps that you can kind of reflect and sort of review that outline how you're going to achieve that goal. It's a must. Again, aimlessly coming up with a goal. Look, I think step 1 is coming up with a goal. I think it's great, right? How are you going to achieve a goal? What are you going to do on a daily basis? If your goal is to maybe quit your job and let's say work from home, right? So you don't want to be in person. You don't want to be in person anymore. You want to work remotely. What are the steps that you're going to take in order to make that happen, right? On a daily basis, to-do list. What are you doing? Are you going on Indeed? Are you looking for work? Or maybe even before you do that, maybe you need to fix your resume. Then you upload it. Maybe you need to create a LinkedIn account. Maybe you need to, connect with people on LinkedIn. Maybe you need to network. Maybe you need to save money. What is your to-do list? What do you need to do in order to make that goal happen? Now, we haven't even started kind of working on a goal, right? So you shouldn't feel overwhelmed. But what is your system in place, right? How are you going to incorporate these little things that you need to achieve your goal, right? Maybe your goal is going back to school. It's a wonderful goal. A lot of the women that I work with, that's what they do, right? Whether it's going to get their associate or bachelor's degree or even doing continuing education. When I hear this, I'm like, that's a wonderful thing. How are you going to fit it into your day? What is your to-do list for achieving that particular goal? Maybe you need to dig out your high school diploma. Or translate it, right, if you come from a different country. Maybe you need to figure out coverage, who's going to watch your kids while you're in school, right? You need to prepare and create these to-do lists, right? What are you doing on a daily basis to get you closer to start actually working on this particular goal? So 90% of goal setting, right, for working moms or for anyone is preparation. Preparation is very important, right? It doesn't have to be overwhelming. You're selecting a goal, you're preparing how you're going to achieve it. All the hard work is done, right? All of the hard work is done, right? In the preparation phase, okay? So create a to-do list, right? Number 5, obviously pencil it in. It's not good enough to just create a to-do list. When are you doing it, right? I like to-do lists to be specific, not random, right? When I say to-do list, I don't mean you're just like randomly writing out, 15 different tasks. That's great, right? That's a great place to start. What day are you doing it? What time? You got to pencil it in, right? Are you, again, with the example of going to school, maybe you want to dedicate an hour of your day, on Tuesday where maybe your workload is not that heavy, or maybe this is your lunch break. So let's say from 12 to 1, you're researching schools that have the program that you're looking for. That is what I mean by pencil it in. So you're creating in general tasks that you need to kind of achieve, right? But then you are taking it even a step further and allowing your calendar to tell you, well, guess what, Margo? On Tuesday at 12 o'clock, drop everything. It's research time. Let's see what schools offer the type of further education that I need. And then lastly, number 6, start doing it, right? So you came up with your goal, you outlined it, you wrote it down, you did your research. Now the only thing left, start doing it. Again, most of the work and the investment when it comes to your goal is sort of these preliminary early phases. Then your job is to actually start doing it, right? So now you've prepped, you've identified what school, has the program. Maybe you want to be a pharmacy technician. You've identified which schools offer pharmacy technician programs within your budget, right? Well, what's left to do now is actually enroll and start taking the classes. That's it. That's all you have to do, and commit to it and stick with it. So those are the 6 tips to help working moms achieve their goals. Again, this works for any goal, big or small, that you might have. I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already on more weekly tips. And always remember to be good to yourselves.